Right, let's look at the side lunge. So this is very different from the forwards and the backwards or reverse lunge because we're going to move sideways. And what this actually does is it loads the thighs or the quads in a slightly different way, so it hits slightly different muscle fibres, and it also intensifies the amount of weight that we put on that one side. So this is the most difficult of the three lunges, and also it works into the mobility of the hips because we're going to be spreading the legs this way rather than forwards and backwards. We're actually going to be working on opening up the hips in a lateral way and a sideways manner as well. So let me demonstrate it first without the kettlebell. So just standing in a nice relaxed stance to begin with. From here we take a good step sideways, probably double shoulder width apart you're looking for. From here you're going to push your hips backwards like you're sitting in a chair and load that front heel as much as possible, this heel here. So we sit back, try and keep this leg as straight as possible. Now when you first do this you're going to feel that stretch on the inner thigh, so don't go down too deep. You need to work into it, warm the groin muscles up. So you sit back on the heels, push the hips backwards. Keep this chest up, very important. Don't roll your shoulders forwards. Keep those shoulders back. From here, you're going to push back off that heel and back into this starting position. And that's one side lunge. Let me do it in real time without the kettlebell. So we drop to the side, load the heel, and push back again. To the side, load the heel, push back again. Really important that we keep this back nice and flat and we don't round the back as we step across. Now when we use the kettlebell, which is much more difficult, you're going to want to master the side lunge without the kettlebell first. We've got two possible holding positions. We've got the regular, which is probably the most popular, and then we've got the goblet, which is slightly more difficult on the shoulders. Let's look at the regular. Elbows nice and tight, really important. And keep the kettlebell close to the body. If you push the kettlebell forwards, it's going to really put strain on the lower back as you step across. So keep it nice and snug to the chest. Handles just under the chin. Step across, load that heel, keep the chest up. The bell's going to pull you forward, so you need to fight it. Just keep those shoulders back and drive back to the start. Let's just do one more in real time. Drive back. So that's the side lunge. The most difficult of all the lunges, works very different muscles. It's a lot more single leg heavy than the other two variations, and also you need a lot more mobility as well. But very important for opening up those hips. Practice without the kettlebell first. Once you've mastered, say 10 on each side, then you can start practicing with a light kettlebell and then adding weight as you get stronger.